Y'all, I want you to take this word to God for sure, okay? Because we just never know. But I want to say this, y'all. Don't put your people in no mental institution. I would recommend you guys to get them checked first. Take them to get prayed for. Take them to get deliverance. Um, make sure that it's not a spiritual issue, which 9 times out of 10 it is. Especially if somebody's going through something like witchcraft, something that's deeper than your understanding. Because even though I went through it, there's still levels of it that's highly spiritual. So I don't really have a complete meaning of what all of it is like that. But I do know enough to where I can inform others of it. But y'all, I do not recommend you guys putting your people in mental institutions, because if somebody would have did me like that, y'all, I would have died. That would have been it for me. I'm sure of it, because the people in the mental institutions, they're going to do nothing but pump me full of drugs and pump your people full of drugs and call them crazy, because most likely they're not crazy. It's just so many people out here that has a stamp of being crazy, but they're not crazy. There's nothing wrong with them. Those are spiritual attacks. Those are demons that are up on those people, and they don't know how to get free. So if anything, be the person that helps them to get set free through Jesus Christ. You'll be surprised how many people are going through something like this that are in the mental institutions. And if they would have just gotten deliverance and healing and all of that stuff, then they would have never had to go in there in the first place. A lot of times people that are starting off as normal, they're normal, been normal forever. You've been knowing them for a long time and they've always been pretty normal. And then all of a sudden they're having these mental things going on with them, y'all. That is spiritual. That is spiritual. A lot of times it is. A lot of people do have chemical imbalances in their brain, but I would recommend to get it checked first in a spiritual sense, because, y'all, like I said, if somebody would have did that to me, y'all, I would have died. I wouldn't have made it through that. I wouldn't have made it another year, because when I met Miss Williams, I was at the end of my rope. I was at the end. I couldn't have gone any longer like that. I fought to the very end. I really did. I fought to near death. And y'all, I think sometimes we look at these matters and we look at it in a worldly view. It's so much better when you view people as spirits than as human beings, and looking at things in a worldly view, y'all. You have to be spiritual when it comes down to matters like this. You have to be. I'm a very spiritual person now because of this experience. I have no other choice but to be. Like, I can't help it. It's really embedded in my spirit now, in which I've been a spirit forever, but I just didn't understand. I didn't know what it was. So y'all, don't put them people in no mental institutions, okay? Only time you do that is if they're trying to take your life, or if you don't know where to take them to get deliverance. But like I told you guys, email me if you have people that may be going through things as far as witchcraft. Miss Williams can remove this stuff. Miss Williams can remove schizophrenia. Those, a lot of times, those are demonic spirits too as well. She removes that stuff too. She removes all of them, y'all. So just to keep that in mind. I would highly recommend you guys to email me. Don't forget to do that, because I haven't got any lately, and that's probably because I haven't been on here. But I'm still seeing her. We're still talking, me and her, and I hope that you guys have still been talking to her as well. There's been plenty of people who have gotten free, plenty of people who've gotten free from what she's told me, and I can feel it too as well. The Holy Spirit has confirmed that to me, y'all. But before you stick somebody in a mental institution, y'all just think about it for a second. And think about it in a spiritual sense. This is why we all supposed to be studying spirituality, really, the God side of it. And let God lead you on which parts to study too, because sometimes people mess up when they get off into other things, and that's when they end up in the devil's part of it, instead of being in God's will for what he wanted, what he need us to know for our own individual selves, so we can help other people that's in our different circumstances and environments, okay? But yeah, I highly would not recommend that, guys. A lot of times the people be in there in the mental institutions, they end up worse than what they started off. And drugs and being numb to it isn't going to cast the demons out. It's just going to make things worse. demon just in their body, just comfortable, just living in their house, you know. So it's best to try to get it casted out first, okay, before you decide that you're done away with. Because I know that can be tiring to deal with that. If somebody is going through something like that, and you are a family member or friend, and you're watching them go through that and probably talking to stuff, you know, or whatever they may be doing, you know, because I'm gonna be honest, y'all, I could have killed somebody. I could have, when I was going through that, it could have been something that I could have killed somebody. I think I came close to killing somebody a few times, y'all. But I thank God I didn't get put in a mental institution. And that's only because them people was messing with me, though. You know, because the enemy does send people to mess with them. They'll send them in human form, and they'll send it in a demon form, which is kind of the same, but a lot of times the spirits that are already in them are already tormenting them, y'all. So get them deliverance, okay? Anyway, I've been holding on to this message because it's a lot. I can feel it in my chest, but the Lord wanted me to say this, so that's the reason why I'm coming out here today, letting y'all know. Okay? All right, but you know, you make your own decision, but that's just my recommendation, guys. Don't put your people in one of them homes, okay? All right, I love you guys. Take care. Bye.